Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we dive once again into Open Ultra League, but this time with a unique team, having Kommo-O up on the lead, which is pretty amazing, the best anti-starter perhaps Pokemon, Galarian Stunfisk, which is not fully powered up as you are gonna see, so you do not need a fully excel Galarian Stunfisk, just go midway, mid-range and still gonna succeed. And of course this Venusaur that, as you can see over here, is just gonna put up the work. Venusaur is gonna be the star of the team because it has really risen up on the rankings. The Registeel nowadays doesn't carry Flash Cannon. You're gonna have a lot of good matchups, especially the Swamperts, and also you can still nuke down several other matchups like the Walrein and of course threat shields even from a Charizard or a Talonflame with double Sludge Bomb. They cannot farm you down, they have to sacrifice shields to do so. So with that in mind, the backline completes with Stunfisk, which as we already said, it is not level 50, but it can still put up the work. And of course the lead Pokemon is gonna be Kommo-O, which as you can see here can really destroy down the enemy. Gonna get hit by a foul play over here. I'm trying to go for the double close combo and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna switch after this because they passed through a counter and I cannot switch. What is happening nowadays? Niantic really has to fix some things up because over here I was definitely on the range of that double close combat, but I could not do it because I could not switch out and absorb the damage with my Stunfisk. I think that this mechanic has always been on the game, so getting rid of that mechanic is absolutely bollocks. So next on trainers, and we're facing a Samurott up on the lead. Okay, that's pretty weird, but I will take it since I have the best anti-starter, as we have already said, on our team. Kommo-O is absolutely raking those grass, those fires, those water matchups pretty much effectively because it's a pure dragon. You are still gonna lose to the Charmers pretty much faster than any other dragon type because this dragon is also part fighter, but you do not care at all because since every other dragon is still losing to a charmer, this is pretty much a safe weakness to have for your dragon type. And of course we got a lot of good matchups when using Kommo-O. You're gonna see that Walrein over here comes in really clutch, but we hit it with a super effective close combat, then bail out to Stunfisk because now we can reach that double rock slide, finish off this Walrein, and if they do not shield, they have to face the wrath of our Stunfisk. So they have at the back a Crobat, and that is pretty scary because now both of my dragon type and the Stunfisk are out of play basically, so I have to rely on my Venusaur to finish off the job. And guess what, trainers? Crobat is absolutely awesome against Venusaur. It resists everything, but hopefully we can still finish off this thing. Let's go here for the Fresh Blood. I'm expecting a seal, to be honest, because this Pokemon is pretty low and we have to go here for the Sludge Bomb. Perhaps they're thinking, okay, this is gonna be just another Fresh Blood, and boom, it is gonna be a Sludge Bomb. Gonna thread this Pokemon a lot, and I'm pretty sure I can farm down here with my Kommo-O, so I'm just gonna do the Dragon Tail and finish off the match. Next on trainers, a Scizor up on the lead. This is another great Pokemon to use, an anti-meta Pokemon to use for the current meta of Open Ultra League. Scizor can really beat down all the Charmers, can beat down the Ghost types, and also hold down that Grass type that your opponent might have. Something like a Venusaur will just get destroyed by the Steel Bug type Pokemon. Of course, you have to note that this Pokemon has only one weakness, and it is gonna be a huge one on the fire typing. However, we can still go in here now with the Stunfisk, farm all that energy because despite the fact that Scizor is super powerful against certain things, against Stunfisk it doesn't do a lot, so we can safely farm down here all that energy and reach as close as to 100 energy as we can. So here comes now the farm down, and they have a Swampert at the back, so gonna hit them with that Earthquake, and I will just go with the switch out to my Venusaur. Whatever they have, even Registeel, we can still manage it and succeed against it because we have two shields and they have a Giratina. Look at that, trainers. IVs really matter, and I have, I think, the best possible shiny IV Pokemon out there for the Venusaur. Let's go with the Frenzy Plant. The second Frenzy Plant will connect and that Giratina will still stand. However, we can go with the shields right now. We start shielding our Venusaur, keeping it as a closer for this match, having an another Fresh Plant going in, and I will try to absorb on my Stunfisk. We're gonna block this Dragon Claw, and I will try to reach to a Fresh Plant before switching out. However, my opponent here goes for a move. Dragon Claw is gonna do almost fatal damage, but we can still farm down, and the final Fresh Plant will beat for the Swampert. IVs do matter, trainers. Next one against UDMMI, we're having a pretty neutral lead against the Trevenant, and I really remember this one. We're having a block here against the Shadow Ball, which is pretty huge, not gonna go for any weird shield scenarios, and right here I will try to absorb the Night Slash or the Cross Chop with my Venusaur. It is gonna be a Night Slash, I do not care at all, and Venusaur now has to put off some work against this Obstagoon. Having this matchup really scares me sometimes because I might lose, I might don't. What scares me most though is that Obstagoon can go for multiple Night Slashes and has a better matchup against anything else if it can go for the boost. I do not have a straight counter to that Pokemon, I just have Kommo-O and Venusaur, which are pretty safe picks against the meta. Going for the close combat against this Crafty, I will try to go for one more, and that is gonna be my mistake. Perhaps I should have gotten for the double Dragon Claw, or at least one Dragon Claw before fainting, because shielding twice was the most optimal scenario for them. They want to keep Crafty as a closer, but I played it really bad here. So Power Up Punch is gonna come through, I will not block, but this Earthquake will not be enough, I think, to finish off. You're gonna see that I do not have quite what it takes to finish the move, so I'm just gonna take the move here. Down goes my Stunfisk, and after that they're just gonna completely farm me down. Well played, trainer, and now let's move forward into the next one. Having this Talonflame on the lead, a pretty neutral lead actually, we can still win because it is a fire type, but a pure Brave Bird will just finish us off, so we have to take note of that. They used a couple of Incinerates, and now we're gonna go in with Venusaur to answer back to that pseudo fighter Pokemon, the Obstagoon. Obstagoon is gonna go ahead with the Night Slash here, and we can still survive the Night Slashes, and I'm pretty sure we can take at least one shield at this point. If they do not shield, it's pretty good, still good, because we can threat a shield or do heavy damage on that Talonflame with our Sludge Bomb. Gonna go right here for the Sludge Bomb after they pass with that Incinerate, so down we go after that, and gonna bring immediately in my Kommo-O, going for the Dragon Claw. I'm pretty sure they can threat another shield here, and that's pretty huge, and this is gonna be actually the first shield they're using. Okay, my bad. At this point they have a Malabar at the back. This is pretty scary because Malamar can still beat both of my Pokemon that I currently have, and this is gonna be a heavily Excel, I think, Pokemon. I'm not sure if it is full Excel, but it is for sure a best body one, so pretty close to that. Let's go with the Earthquake, gonna do a lot of damage, but still not enough, because here on Ultra League everything is much bulkier and they can survive the hits. Gonna go with the Superpower, gonna take us out with that move, but it's still okay because Kommo-O can come in with the double Dragon Claw to not only take the shield but also farm down after blocking this move. I do not care at all what that might be. It is a flame charge, but I do not care. I'm just gonna farm down right, straight and square and finish off with a pure close combat. A really close game, but I think that Kommo-O really showed its true face for this match to succeed. Next on, trainers, and the Snorlax up on the lead. Pretty neutral for us. We're just gonna go out to our Stunfisk after we do a couple of Dragon Tails, because I want to put that Dragonite into a point that a pure Rock Slide will finish it off. So we're gonna draw a shield here from the Dragonite, gonna hit us with a Hurricane. That was like, wait, what? Okay, I don't care at all. Let's go now with the Rock Slide, and we're just gonna finish it off, whereas we can take a shield as well. Earthquake is gonna hit this Tyranitar, and if they do not block, things are gonna be awesome, but they blocked. So just gonna switch out to Venusaur, and I think that at that point my opponent knew that they had no chance, so they're just gonna bail out over here, and we're gonna grab the victory. Be sure to leave a like, trainer, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, because it really means a lot. And as you can see here, we have a lot of stuff going on, and if you do not subscribe, perhaps you're gonna miss some really key videos that we are gonna pop up on this video. So with that in mind, now let's move forward into the next one, and Tapu Fini is one of the scariest Pokemon to encounter with this team. Scariest up to the point that we encounter it with our Venusaur. because Tapu Fini can beat Stranded Square, my Dragon Fighter up on the lead, can definitely farm down a lot of energy out of my Stunfisk before it finishes off. And yeah, Venusaur can still manage with that threat, but the other two Pokemon are pretty weird against Tapu Fini. Anyways, you can see here that we can absolutely block and still farm down the whole energy and HP out of that Talonflame. So we have the Dragon Tail coming through. They have reached, I think, the fourth Dragon Tail at this point. So I'm like, let's go here for the Dragon Claw, switch out immediately to catch that Dragon Claw on our Stunfisk, and things are gonna be super good because after that we can safely farm down. We still have a shield. They're gonna reach a move, I guess. Yeah, here it is. Just gonna block once and then finish off the match with Stunfisk. Pretty much a straightforward win, since not only my backline is super strong, but also we had that Talonflame on our Kommo-O. Next one, trainers, and this Charizard is gonna be not much of a threat because we can still survive on Dragon Claw, and Fire Spins, as you are gonna see, do not do a lot of damage. Tapu Fini coming in once again. A lot of trainers are going with the Tapu Fini. I lost a couple of times in other sets, as I have seen. Yeah, Tapu Fini was absolutely the key Pokemon to that, because Tapu Fini up on the lead, really scary. Tapu Fini as a closer, really scary. I just have to align my Venusaur to the Tapu Fini, and if you have a Tapu Fini, just go for it. Write down in the comment section if you want to see a Tapu Fini, and perhaps I'm gonna build one up to showcase it to you trainers. Sludge Bomb is gonna take the shield out of that Charizard, but Charizard has a lot of energy to spend, and I'm pretty sure that I can use a double shield here to not only have my Kommo survive, but also farm all that energy, and perhaps a close combat might be it for whatever they have at the back. And there is a Venusaur, so straight Dragon Claw to finish off this Venusaur, and I think that with my Stunfisk I'm gonna be on the optimal scenario. Right here we're gonna get hit by Frenzy Plant, and I'm like, let's bring into play my Venusaur. It will not be such of an asset otherwise, so I'm just gonna try to go for the Sludge Bomb, but they are just gonna go for the move here, finish me off, and that makes more sense. But I just wanted to bring it to a point that the pure Rock Slide will just finish it off. I just need 2 Rock Slides here because one will be for the Venusaur and one will be for the Charizard, so this is gonna be a really great game to both of us, because my opponent here really played it as good as they could, but I think I had the upper type advantage. Next one, trainers, against the Walrein this time, and yeah, this one it's pretty scary, so I have to switch out to my Venusaur. Not the best safe switch out there, because you can see that it gets walled by this Talonflame, but still we can threat a shield or two with those Sludge Bombs. Going for the Sludge Bomb deals about 50%, so you can tell that a couple of those Sludge Bombs will be it for the Talonflame, and they still cannot farm it down because, as we already said, this is Ultra League and everything is much bulkier. So we can threat a shield, which is pretty much a win for our Venusaur. So getting blocked here by this Brave Bird is absolutely awesome, and now we can answer back to the Walrein with a close combat. Are you kidding me? And over here we have to go for the Rock Slide. However, they make the switch. My Rock Slide was never pressed. Okay, and we're gonna go with Double Earthquake to do some heavy damage to that Giratina. Things have not ended yet because Giratina is pretty bulky, it can take the hits, and we have to play accordingly. Just keep the shield for my Kommo, and perhaps we have a chance to win. Perhaps this is gonna be super close, trainers. Let's see together how this will end for us and for our opponent. Here comes now the final move, and I'm like, just bring it on, I don't care. It is gonna be a Dragon Claw, and we can safely go in now with the Kommo, but they make the switch pretty fast, and here comes Icicle Spear. We can survive one, but not a second. We have to block here, and right now, trainers, you are gonna see why Kommo is the amazing Pokemon. Let's go with the close combat to the Ice typing. Down goes the Walrein, and I do not think that there is another single Dragon type that can beat down that Walrein pretty easily. So last one, trainers, let's go with the Spice, with the Incineroar Spice. I really love this trainer. I wish I could play Spice, but you trainers prefer not the spicy videos, but the meta ones, so I'm just gonna go with the meta teams. Let's go with the Venusaur, and they have the Cresselia, so we can resist anything. As we said, most Cresselias do not run that future sight, so we are gonna be in a very good and positive matchup against this Cresselia, and this is gonna be the final battle of the last video. Totally, I had a blast with this team, and you're gonna say why my total outcome. Let's go now with the Fresh Plant. But I'm seeing that we're getting at a point that we can farm down. This was most probably gonna be a Grassland, so I did not worry that much. Just gonna take it because we resist by a lot and still farm down the Cresselia. Gonna hit with a Slat Bomb this Incineroar, dealing heavy damage, and after that they have an Obstagoon at the back. Okay. Things might be a little bit tough right now, but we can go for the Dragon Claw here, grab another shield, and hopefully reach to another Dragon Claw. No, we cannot. Yeah, double counter is faster than one Dragon Tail for some reason, and yeah, Stunfisk will come in now, so we have to play accordingly here, since they can go with back-to-back moves. Night Slash is not gonna do enough. They want to go for the boost, I guess, but this ain't happening. Not gonna rely on luck, just gonna block here the second Night Slash. This could be a cross-chop, to be honest. I definitely do very good work there with my Night Slash, getting through the first Night Slash and then block the other two, but my opponent knows better, so going straight for the Night Slashes will be his way to win for the boost, but that did not happen at all, so we're gonna take the victory. I'm not gonna stall anymore. So you can see here the second set was a 5-0, the first one was 4-1. So that's all, trainers. Thank you for watching. I hope you had a wonderful time watching the video. Building up this team was pretty fun for me. I really recommend it to you. You have the resources, and just keep in mind that you do not need no matter what a level 50 Stunfisk. Mine is gonna be a 45 level. Thank you for watching. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers.